Welcome to Nintendo Ninja News. I'm your host, Chris Dices, and we're here to talk about Luxray, who is in his playful mood at the moment. And I've had him for nearly 2 months now. And it's been a pretty stressful, crazy 2 months, you can say. Um, he is currently going crazy over his tail because for some reason he does not think that his tail is attached to his body. It is. Especially when, and I mean it's been a crazy couple months because, I'm very routine based. And when you all of a sudden have a new kitten dropped at your door, that changes a lot of things about you in your life and the things that you need to do. And yes, I know I'm going to have to put you down for the time being. But apart from all the crazies and trying to deal with a new routine, okay, you can sit down now. And all that type of stuff. He has been pretty good. All that type of thing. There we go. Uh, he's been a bit funny. So you can tell he's still getting, and I think he's over the couple months I've reorganized my routine and stuff like that. Hang on. He likes his toy too. And I've enjoyed the couple months. It's been kind of a sort of chaotic time, but there's been some really nice moments in between. Dealing with the change in routine and stuff like that. And even a couple months before getting Luxray, there's still a part of me that's like, do I want another cat? Do I want another kitten? Do I want to dedicate another 10, 15, potentially 20 years to a new pet? And, that was something that I thought about, but I guess with fate, he sort of ended up on my doorstep, and he's doing all this sort of stuff. Look at this. Look at this stuff. Look, this is the sort of stuff I have to deal with every day. Look. There we go. You can settle down with that. So, I know it's a bit of a rambling video, but you tried doing a video with a kitten live on a cam. But, we've had to do things like taking him to the vets and resorting out the living room and getting a cat tree and sort of, even getting up early in the morning and working out the foods. And I don't have a lot of alone time as much anymore because, you've got to give him a lot of attention and care and love and all that sort of thing. But apart from the craziness of having another kitten, the last time I had a kitten, I was 21, 22. Now I'm 39 this year. So I'm hitting the 40 mark. So, my energy levels are not as high as they used to be. I'm more comfortable sitting in a chair playing video games by myself the last few years. There's sort of been a break of having a cat for the last few years. And I think there's a part of that I enjoyed after Whisk. And, sort of, I was obviously very sad when he passed away, but there was a sense of freedom without him, if that makes sense. I can go off and do my own thing. I can get up whatever time I like. I can go and travel and not worry about, oh, there's a cat at home, I need to go home and do things with him or her. And, that was, some of the positives. But there was also periods of loneliness, sort of there was times where I wish I had some company and it wasn't there. and that was pretty sad for me. But I think overall he has been, I guess, a slight positive. You know, we've only known each other, Luxray and I, for 2 months, compared to Whisk and I, who we knew each other for 14 years. That was, you know, that's nearly half of my life. So it's a big difference between the relationships, right? And it's only going to get better over the years. And he'll calm down after he gets desexed. And, you know, he will mature into, I would say, a pretty cuddly kitty. I think he'll be a bit more independent than Whisk. I don't think he's as sooky as him in personality, but I think that he will definitely be smooching for cuddles and food and attention and things like that when he wants it. But I think he'll be a fun cat to be around as he gets older. And it's funny, you know, having a white cat. I never thought that I would um, have a white cat in my life. Because I didn't think, I thought maybe I'd get a black and white cat or maybe a different color cat. I had no idea. And I remembered back in the late 90s when I was in foster care, we had a cat called Tippy who had a litter, you know, coming downstairs one morning, and there's your 1 year old cat having kittens. And I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? And we kept one of them, which was a black and white kitten called Sparkles. And unfortunately, they both went missing because I went into foster care. And my mum went into hospital, so they just kind of disappeared, or some other owner, someone else took care of them for us, and a bit like me, I guess. And there was a white cat that we had out of the litter of five, I believe. And he was a white cat, pure white cat, didn't have the little patch on his head, and he had two blue eyes. I don't think he was blind. No, I think you could see well. But it's funny how he's not technically the first white cat that I've had. Um, but yes, I have seen kittens from a baby age, and they're so tiny and cute. But it's nice to have a cat that's quite different from Whisk. There's definitely similarities in terms of he's very attached to me. He'll sit on the kitchen island waiting for me to come home. He'll jump into the shower after I use it, and then you see all the wet paw prints everywhere in the kitchen and the lounge room because he likes, you know, investigating what I'm doing. And he does like to watch me play video games, and he does like to watch his bird videos and looking out on the window, and he's getting used to his cat tree. You know, he's getting a bit more of an idea what he's supposed to do with it because, you know, I think for a kitten, it's a bit like a baby. Everything is a novelty. Everything is exciting for them. They're doing everything for the first time, and they're learning to be a cat. It's like, you know, that's what kittens are all about. They're learning to be big pussycats. So, and having the second generation mascot for this channel, I guess. You know, our first one, Whisk up there on the, there you go. He's proudly sitting up there. You know, when I started this channel, he was 8 years old. So he was a mature cat. He sort of knew what he was doing in front of the camera, but I'm sure in time that Luxray will be pretty good in front of the camera, and we'll have streams with him and all that sort of fun stuff. So, hey, we've got Cat Crest 3 happening later on in the year. So who knows what will happen. But, you know, I'm looking forward to life with him. You know, life isn't so lonely anymore, but it is nice, but it still takes some time to get used to. So I've nearly hit the 10-minute mark. I've been rambling on for too long, but I thought I'd give you a bit of an update on how Luxray is going. It's been a couple months, and he'll go to the vet next couple week and a bit so, and it'll probably calm down a little bit, but at least we won't be dealing with a kitten or a cat that starts spraying around the house and all that. So it's always good to get your pets desexed. So that is it, and Luxray he's out of the room. He's probably running around doing something he shouldn't be doing. So I should hop off this video and go check on what he's up to. But that is it for me, and I shall see you next time.